A friend of mine once told me that ODM is like a spinster who gives it up on the first night, and as time has gone by, I've begun to see sense in those words. Especially when you take time to analyze what President Ruto has done for Luo Nyanza vis-a-vis what Luo Nyanza is doing for Ruto. Only then will you come to discover that someone is getting scammed. Who that is what I want us to look into in this video, and so with no further ado, let's get after it. In order to determine who's getting scammed, we need to look at the gives and takes. For instance, let's see what William Ruto has done for Luo Nyanza. Number 1, Ruto has appointed John Mbadi to Treasury and Opiyo Wandayi to Energy. So far, they have 2 cabinet secretaries. Yet they're in broad-based. Mlima Kenya is not in broad-based arrangement, but they are having 8 in cabinet, right? So William Ruto has done so much for the lakeside. Number 2, Ruto gave Raila a state funeral befitting of a head of state. I'm talking about the body being allowed to rest in the hallways of parliament. I'm talking about a 21-gun salute and so on and so forth. Now, guess what? That's the beginning and the end of that list. But on the flip side, let's see what Luo Nyanza has done for Ruto. Number 1, they've recently installed William Ruto as a Luo elder. Can you believe it? The same Ruto used to call Raila Mganga, Mchawi, sending people to fire live bullets at his vehicle, has now been installed as a Luo elder. In exchange of what? 2 CS positions. Just check out this tweet from the president in case anyone says I'm propagating hearsay. And I quote, "Later at the Thimilich Ohinga historic site, I was honored to be crowned as a Luo elder alongside ODM party leader Honorable Oburu Odinga. We committed to supporting the establishment of a proper cultural center at the Thimilich Ohinga historic site to preserve our history, promote tourism, and pass our heritage on to future generations." And here are the subsequent images. Imagine that. 2 CSs, ODM elder. What kind of trade-off is that? Number 2, some of our brothers from the lakeside have become professional simps. For example, there's an MP called Atandi who has decided to sell himself off to Ruto as if amelipiwa mahari. Just listening to this embarrassing speech.
"You are now our father. You are the father of everybody. Your Excellency, remember I tweeted recently that for the last couple of years, many years as a politician, I have been loyal to the late Raila Odinga. I announced that henceforth I will be loyal to you politically. I want to urge my fellow leaders and Kenyans that let us unite behind President William Ruto."
Imagine that. 2 CSs and you're already busy selling your loyalty. At least let Ruto buy you dinner first. That was too quick, Atandi. You should not give yourself out so easily and so cheaply. How can Mlima Kenya have 8 cabinet secretaries and they're the ones saying 1 term? It means that is a group whereby even if you give those CS positions, they understand your position ni ya wale umepatia. They are looking at what is happening kwa ground for the community. Are they getting roads? Are they getting the services they want? If that is not happening, irrespective of how many CSs you put there, the end game is 1 term. But when you go to pande yetu ya Western, Nyanza, you are finding just 2 CSs. People have begun saying 2 term. Ruto has been made an elder. Atandi is saying, I used to be loyal to Raila, now I'll be loyal to you till death. I mean, that is not a fair trade-off. From where I sit, it is not wrong to be on the side of 1 term. It is not wrong to be on the side of 2 term. But if you're going to be on the side of 2 term, and if you're watching this from the lakeside, all I'm saying is demand an appropriate share. Get at least 7 CSs or 5 at the very least. Get the deputy presidential seat. Hata hiyo kiti ya Wetangula ikinyakuliwa ni sawa. So that at the end of the day, when you say now we're in broad-based, we can say, okay, look at what's happening there. And also kwa ground kukue na maendeleo. Otherwise, this is a very one-sided trade-off. The president is ripping off another part of this country just like he did in Mlima Kenya. He's now taking his exploits to Western Kenya. I don't know who next will suffer under his hands. Now, perhaps I'm packaging this message the wrong way. Maybe Reverend Charles Ongijo has more prowess with words and will have an easier time relaying the message. So let me just sign off with this speech from Charles Ongijo.
You know, there was a time it was all said that the Luos are very cheap people. Now what ninyi ugu pesa di? You remember this history, isn't it? By that time ninyi ugu pesa di? Has your price gone higher now, or you are still just cheap as you were that time? Look at your neighbor and ask him or her, how cheap is she or him? Because when Opiyo Wandayi is made a CS and Mbadi is made a CS, you are all over how you are enjoying in this government. You know, the irony is, people from Mount Kenya have got 6 or 7 cabinet positions and over 6 PSS, and they're being treated as if they are in opposition. It is the Luos who are in the government who is mad in this arrangement. Maybe my mathematics is poor. Who is mad in this arrangement? I counted them the other day. There are about 8. The Mutahi Kagwis of this world, the Lee Kinyanjuis, Uto unigariyo kende to kwanende nune serikal.
Now do drop me your comments in the comment section below, guys. Do you agree with Reverend Charles Ongijo, or do you think 2 CSs is enough for the lakeside to say 2 term? Just drop me your comments. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And with that, here are today's ads of the day.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're in need of office partitioning or home interior works, i.e. kitchen cabinets, modern media walls, wall decoration, wainscoting, wardrobes, tiles, bathrooms, window blinds, gypsum and so on, reach out to Suima's Interiors at 07170 443 or info@suimas.co.ke and they'll get all your needs sorted out. Whatever it may be, all interior works, these guys are the best at it. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. If you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.